Hello, my name is Pedro Nunes. I am an etoro popular investor, also known as PM Nunes. And in this video, I will tell you what to do in the bear market. This is my monthly video, which I call Investment Dossier. And since the market has dropped in the present year more than 20%, which is considered a bear market, it's very important to understand what kind of mentality we must have regarding investment in the long term. And to explain what I think is the best strategy in terms of a bear market, I will share with you a tweet that I found. It's a tweet by this guy, Brian Feroldi, and he says that I don't trade, so I will never sidestep bear markets. I don't trade, so I will never miss out on the bull markets. In the long run, I will make way more money by holding through bull markets than I will lose by holding through bear markets. This is a very simple idea, but it's the best strategy. Never forget that 70% of the time, the market is going up. There's a lot of content here. This is very simple, but there is a lot of content. The first one is the difference between trading and investing. As we know, trading is when we make operations in a short-term period. Of course, we all understand that when we are trading in a short-term interval, we have a lower probability of winning. And this is why many people don't trade. And if we look at the great investors of our time, like Warren Buffett don't trade. He just invests in the long term. Why? Because in the long term, the probability of not missing the times the market go up, it's very high. In the short term, it's difficult. It's a very difficult task. And this is why the most rich people in the world don't have a trader mentality. They have an investor mentality, especially in the long term. I recently read the book by Robert Shiller, Irrational Exuberance. Robert Shiller is a Nobel Prize in economy, and he links the kind of trading mentality to gambling, which is present in our societies in a very high level, because in rational terms, what we should do as professional investors or as normal individuals want to save and have money when they retire, investing in the long term is what we should do. Maybe sometimes it's not what we like to do. We like things fast, but if we are rationals and we have an investor mentality, this is a long-term run. Another reason is that if we are not invested, when the market starts to drop, we sell our positions, we won't be able to catch the way up. If we see the S&P 500 were down about 24%, but now it's only 14%. So if we were outside the market, we wouldn't catch this last July 10% going up. Maybe the market will go further down, but as we see, we have many companies in this earnings season with good results. We have Apple, which increased the iPhone sale. We have Ford, for instance, in the consumer discretionary. They have a good strategy towards the electric cars. We have Microsoft with solid results. We have Amazon with good results. So despite 2 consecutive negative GDP values, the economy is not so deteriorated. And furthermore, we have very low unemployment rate, like Jerome Powell said. What I think we should do in a bear market is not to sell in panic, to buy good companies with long-term moats, and to hold until there's a recovery. We must have the capability of crossing these difficult times, and we are seeing in the present some tendency for the market to recover. Maybe it will go further down, maybe we'll recover. We will never know for sure. But if we have a long-term strategy, we will understand that sooner or later the market will recover. This was my investment dossier for August. I hope to see you again in September.